From Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, the start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Cincinnati Reds. So just about set now. Getting the nod on the mound, Nick Martinez. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That one misses. And a count now even up.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
In the air, left field, down the line. Dives, and it gets by. Around first and hustling for second. Around second now as they still don't have it. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Swinging a foul out of play. And the runner's coming home. Yeah, that's fouled off. Merrill at third with nobody out. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can...
Whips it across. That ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, T.J. Friedl. And that misses. And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses.
2-2.
It's 2-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next, Matt McClain. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Way inside, gets out of the way.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Ellie De La Cruz up now. You don't want to let him get on base.
Yeah, led baseball in stolen bases last year. Also led the league in getting caught stealing. Nobody's perfect.
0-2.
Man at first, 1 away.
1-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Just off the inside edge.
Full count.
And that one is lifted in the air. Merrill sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 away. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Tyler Stevenson now at the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
And here it comes. And it's filled up. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Spencer Steer swings through it for strike 1. Fastball for a strike. 0-2. And a good eye there.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. New inning getting started. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Martinez back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swung on, belted. Going back. And it hits the top of the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
In half up to hit. There's a strike. Happ launched a
0-1.
homer in his most recent game.
1-1.
In the dirt. Here's a 1-1. That
2-1.
one missed. Runner at second, nobody out. Pickoff throw. Tagging and got him. Tatis picked off.
Great job by the defense executing that daylight play perfectly. It's such a timing thing, and that middle infielder and the pitcher have to be on the same page, and it's got to be a good throw. Nice job right there.
That's out to center field. Friedel under it. Corrals it. 2 away. Here's Manny Machado. And first offering is fouled off. Second inning here, no score. And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Michael Toglia, having a nice year in terms of power. Right now he's 7th in the NL in home runs. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
No ball.
Machado leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Padres back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the second. And now the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Strike on the inside corner. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Reese Hines in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
2-2.
1 out, base is empty. And a slider misses down and away. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Austin Hayes in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Yeah, the batter now, Gabriel Moreno. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Padres, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
And there's one down. Back to the top of the lineup, Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Ripped on a line. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Here's Bogarts now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Bogart swings through that one.
No ball. One
Iglesias
strike.
off of first with 2 away. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. McLean. The throw to first.
He's out.
And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, T.J. Friedl. And that one is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Matt McLean. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. Fastball for a strike. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. In the air out to center. Merrill makes his way towards it. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. That's out number 2. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Top of the zone for a called strike. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Left field, way back there. Happ ranging back on it. Pulls it in on the warning track. No hits, no errors. Back here in Cincinnati as we go to the top of the 4th. Luis Arraez stands in. That one to first. Encarnacion Strand.
That's an out.
He'll do it himself. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. Just missed. 4th inning underway, no score. Tatis in his 7th season, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. On the ground to third, and that's just foul. Now he breaks his bat. Stevenson makes the play. 2 down.
Up next,
Now the left fielder,
Padres.
Ian Happ. Flied to
Happ.
center his first time. Foul ball there. Ground ball right side. On to first. And he has thrown 4. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Next pitch is
Ball
outside.
1.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Happ on the move. 1 down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that one hammered back there. And it flies to the deepest part of the park. No doubt about this one. Home run. 2 down, bases empty. Christian Encarnacion Strand digs in now. 2 outs, bases empty. Up and in, 2-1. The other way, and foul ball. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. 1 for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Out towards right center field. It gets down a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Michael Tolia will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. A little out front there as he swings through it. Runner at first with no outs here. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw to Elliott, second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Center field, Friedel brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Reese Hines. Outside low, ball 1. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Just missed.
Full count.
And a swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Dives, and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he's on at first. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. And now the center fielder, TJ Friedel. That's in there. Strike 1. Just missed.
1-1.
Hayes, the base runner at first with 1 out. That just misses. And that's ball 2. Towards first, and that's a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Matt McClain getting ready to hit. Inside, almost got him.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Struck him out looking. So 1 left. Back here at Great American Ballpark, started to 6, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jackson Merrill. Martinez back to work. And ball 1. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires across the diamond. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup.
Pitching for the Reds.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Taylor Rogers.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And he can't come up with it.
He's safe.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. And fouled off.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Out there to center. Touches down. That's a hit. The throw in. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. We're tied at 1.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. He got that front foot down. And pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
So digging in, Ian Happ. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one fouled off. Ouch.
Dead ball. That hit him.
Go ahead run on base. Stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. Golden opportunity right here. And Manny gets a piece. And the sweeper misses. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. 1 runs in. The relay to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 3-1.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read, and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
2 on, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Michael Toglia. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Outside.
1-1.
And 1-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Josh Stamont up and throwing for Terry Francona. Mole getting loose as well. Happ at third. Machado at second with 1 away.
2-2.
Pitch
ball.
misses, and that's ball 3.
Full count.
And that'll load the bases.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose
The bases all
Iglesias.
loaded up. And now, Jose Iglesias.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Left field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly. Up by 3. It's 4-1.
Now batting,
Oh, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there.
Moreno.
Bases loaded.
Pitching for the Reds.
A new arm into the game.
Number
The righty,
58.
Scott Barlow.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Moreno, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
One strike.
First and second, 2 down. In the air, out towards left center. Steer snags it on the run. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score.
Now pitching for San Diego.
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jeremiah Estrada.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
De La Cruz in the box again, takes a strike. Down the left field line, should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Estrada, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Not close with that one. 3-2 now. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. Next for Cincinnati, Tyler Stevenson. And that one misses up and in. 1-0.
No strike.
And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Tatis makes the grab for the second out. Steer in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. On the inside corner for called strike 3. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning coming up. It's the Padres 4 and the Reds 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Strike 1. Barlow, a 6'3" righty. He features a slider, a slurve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
That one almost got him. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
Steer makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. That's out number 3. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Next pitch is outside. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Hayes stands in now and watches strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Happ makes the catch, inning over. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Josh Staumont.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard. So digging in now for San Diego, Ian Happ. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
And Ian swings through it.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down. And now it's Manny Machado. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Staumont over to first. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And safe. It's a stolen base. Tatis, the runner at second with 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Tolio now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
1 strike.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a ground ball. Candelario on the first, and that is that.
Now pitching for San Diego.
Back here in Cincinnati, on to the bottom of the 8th, and now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Clips the outside corner, and that is strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Got him. 1 away.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Padres trying to protect a 2-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
That's down and in. Close, but called a ball. Ball 3. And there's the automatic.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Jeimer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. Outside.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really.
Ellie looking to steal. Pitch in for a strike. Save. De La Cruz gets his first steal of the game. That misses, and it's 2-1. Well, I think that one of the things that we've seen is that Neutralizing the running game is as much to do. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. And that's a base hit. Throw is offline, and he scores. And they trail by 1. So 2 down. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Right through there for a strike.
Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line. Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Emilio Pagan.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Andrew Abbott up and throwing for Terry Francona. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Next pitch is outside. And there's a ball. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. Swing and a miss. 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Ball 1 there.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And that's way high. 2-2. And that's outside. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Candelario. And he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So they make. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Yohan Duran.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Encarnacion Strand in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Pitch misses inside. Now 2-0.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
He's got it, and there's 2 away. Reds down to their final out. Now it's the right fielder, Rhys Hines. That one at triple digits. And that is out of play. Duran is just 1 strike away. Just misses. Now 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Popped in the air, left side. Machado gets under it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres take game 1 of the series on the road.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background.
Here in Cincinnati, Great American Ballpark, in a city steeped in baseball history, we've got baseball on the show. Just about ready to roll. And today's starting pitcher, Rhett Lauder. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
It's Xander Bogaerts now. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Luis Arraez stands in. Tap foul at the plate. Bogaerts leads off first with one away. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
0-2.
Down and in, moved his feet.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Oh, that one almost gets him again.
Count is full.
Fly ball center field. Friedel puts it away for the out. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Ian Happ up to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Fouled off. He was late. First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Headed towards the corner. Fair ball. 1 run across. Here comes Tatis around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And we're back. And today's starter, Dylan Cease. What do we have on him?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The pitch. And that just misses.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Next one just misses. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Now the number 2 hitter, Matt McClain. That's in there. That's strike 1. Cease, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That one finds the corner. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time. Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just missed. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
You can stomach a 2-out walk to certain players, but with
there goes Ellie. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here at Great American Ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Manny Machado. In the air to left center. He's got it, and there's one away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Michael Tolia in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Swings through that.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Trying to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty.
That's inside. Ball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Now one missed.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Jake Cronenworth at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And they'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that is that. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's switch hitting third baseman Jeimer Candelario, and the first offering a fastball for a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And it's caught for the out.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And another ball. swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Merrill makes the grab, and that is that. Nothing.
Leading off for San Diego, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
Louder back to work. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Swing and a foul straight back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Candelario on to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. Bogart's retired. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Hat on the move to the alley. And out number one on the grab. And now the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Cease winds and deals. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Merrill under it. Hauls it in for the out. And now it's Austin Hayes. In the air, right field. Tatis sizing this one up. Brings it in for the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the fourth. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. Inside, almost got him.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
High fly ball out towards left center. Steer. Makes the catch. And a quick out number one. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And ball one to the right fielder. Tatis, a former Gold Glove winner, 26 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
He's clearly trying to work him away here, both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That's outside, and it's a full count. Three and two. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. Next for the Padres, Ian Happ. Doubled in his first AB. Tatis runs. High fly ball out to center field. Friedel. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Manny Machado up to the plate. Fly to left his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a miss.
He got away with
One
one
and two's the
there, but
count.
he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
Full count.
Throw to second, not in
Nope,
time.
good.
He's there easily. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Man at second. And ball
Take your
4,
bait,
2
ball
aboard.
4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind
Now
of tells
batting,
you that that's the pitch he has the
designated
most
hitter,
confidence
Michael
in right
Tolia.
now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Here's Michael Tolia. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That's to third. They take the force out, and that is that. Padres leave a pair, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Check swing, called strike.
Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Just
That
missing
missed, that's a
there.
ball.
Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped up. Bogarts makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. That one's
That's up,
upstairs,
that's a
ball
ball.
1. The Padres leading by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another
No, that
ball.
missed. That's a
When you
ball.
get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next offering is down low. Fastball for a strike. Downstairs,
Ball 4.
and that's
Take your
ball
bait.
4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter.
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. Candelario
That's high,
takes
that's
a
a
ball
ball.
as he stands in for the second time. Next offering is in for a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog. Tough
2
spot
ball,
right here.
1
A couple
strike.
runners on. 2-ball count.
Ball.
You can't nibble, but you have to execute
3-1.
and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And they're all loaded up.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
That's the ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even 1-1. 1 out, bases full.
That's a
Up
ball.
and in. Now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
That one missed.
Ball.
Boog, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score. So bases loaded with 1 away. Now here is Spencer Steer. Gets the call, and the count is 0-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Hit in the air, left field. Happ moving under it. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. They take the lead. It's 2-1. Reese Hines, the next to hit for the Reds. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
Wow.
That one ripped. Way back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Back here in Cincinnati, we go to the top of the 5th. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And ball
That's a
1.
ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Padres. Struck out swinging his first time. Little chopper rolls foul. That one outside. One ball, one strike. Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. To third, boots it, still able to fire over. The turn by McLean at second. On to first, safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. And here comes Sander Bogaerts. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. In the air, right field. And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Christian Encarnacion Strand. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
No ball.
Well, these Reds doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've already earned 5 walks in the game. And, of course, that's providing them with a lot of run-scoring opportunities.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Cease. And makes the grab. And a couple of quick outs. So the batting order turns over. Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedel. First pitch misses.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like
this. One swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that is gone.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
McLean lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. That one pushed foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
This one popped up. Arise has it sized up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. All set for the top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Anthony Bender up and loosening in the pen. Pagan getting cranked up as well. Friedel grabs it on the run.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So up next, Ian Happ. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Bangs off the wall. Headed for the plate. And he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at 3rd. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
And now Terry Francona makes his way. Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1.
Josh Staumont.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes. Pack. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the third out. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Cease back to work. Line drive. Reaching down, makes the catch.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Candelario batting with one down, takes a strike. Hard hit right side, takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. And there's the strike.
Tough spot right here. Quick inning, 2 quick outs. You got to be patient, but you also have to be somewhat aggressive to not miss your pitch early in the count.
1-1.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That misses. 3-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pat sizes this one up, and that's the inning.
Now
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Bender.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Got him. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Next pitch is outside. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Outside. 2-1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
De La Cruz pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Gabriel Moreno. Late swing fouled off. Bender, 30 years old now, and they traded for him earlier this year. Next pitch is downstairs. And delivers outside.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd. That hit him.
You hit him.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now the right fielder, Reese Hines. And that's fouled off. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
That one is upstairs. Swing and a miss. Cease with the strikeout.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Encarnacion Strand at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 1. Welcome back. And a new arm on the mound to start the 8th, Sam Mold.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And fouled off. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now here's Xander Bogaerts now, 1 for 3. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame.
Now pitching for San
Back here at Great American Ballpark, ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH, Austin Hayes. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's in for a strike at 95.
No
with 2
balls,
down.
2 strikes.
And there's a
That's
ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one lifted in the air, left field. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. And there's 1 down. Digging in, TJ Friedl. And that misses. And that is ball 1. That's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one clips the outside corner. Now 1-2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Merrill going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Here's the second baseman, Matt McClain. There's a strike. 95 of that one. And that's a little bit high. And now it's even 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And that's a 2-out double.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with
intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. First and second, 2 out. Here comes the manager out of the
pitching for San Diego. Number 59, Joan Duran.
That one missed.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Tatis settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. Red Strand a couple. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Alexis Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That one is gone. His 21st of the year. It's 3-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Happ has to step out of the way for ball one. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Wise to just eat that. Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
Go ahead, run on base. Here's Machado. There's the strike.
That was just paint on the first pitch fastball.
Swings and misses. And that's strike two. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one not close. 1-2 to count. Strike three. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So now the DH spot, Michael Toglia. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
That's outside.
Throw to second.
I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the ninth. Hard ground ball, base knock. Two outs, runner at first. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres. Ha-Sung Kim.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider.
No
0-1.
ball. 1 strike.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That one way outside, and the count 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Friedel on the move. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Stevenson. Swinging a foul out of play. Just missed.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
1 down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. 2 down. Reese Hines will hit next. That one in triple digits. Right through there for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extra. On to extra innings. So digging in now for San Diego, Gabriel Moreno. Diaz checks the runner, and he's back in safely. Diaz back to work. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1.
Yeehaw!
Fly ball to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. And that is out of play. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, but no chance to get him. It's an infield single.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good.
And here is Xander Bogaerts.
Emilio Pagan.
On the ground, 2 ball. Glove flip for 1. Throw to first, and it pulls him off the bag. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Scott Barlow up and throwing for Terry Francona. With the go-ahead run at 3rd, here in the top half of the 10th. And a swing and a miss. They miss a big chance to take the lead. On to the bottom of the 10th. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Christian Encarnacion Strand. And the 1-0. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
And there's a
That's
ball.
a ball. 2-2.
Man at second. That one hit to right. Tatis. He's got it. 1 away. Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. Up and in. 1-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
A little bit high. 2-0.
They call this batter a gamer because he always seems to perform better when it matters most. Who doesn't want a guy like that on your team?
That to right. Tatis drifts towards it. Out. Number 2. TJ Friedl, the next to hit for the Reds. He's already homered in this game. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. He gets the intentional walk here, and now a force at any base with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Now it's going to be Matt McClain.
Fairchild.
Swings through that one. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. Back here in Cincinnati, 11th inning set to get underway. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Fernando Tatis Jr. And fouled off. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Fairchild under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting left
So
fielder.
the go-ahead
Ian
run in
Happ.
scoring position. Ian Happ, the next up for the Padres. Late swing, foul to the left. Here's your one. Base hit in to score from third. And it's an RBI single. And they've got the lead in extra innings.
Comes
Now
through with the
batting third
RBI.
baseman,
I could watch
Manny
base hits like that one
Machado.
all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Machado,
1-0.
the next to hit, takes ball one. Happ over at first with one away.
Hoo-yah!
Move to first. Happ back in on a dive. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2 the count.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him. So 2 down now, and here is Michael Tolley. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. Makes the sliding stop. The throw, and that's a great play for the out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single.
Now pitching
Back
for
here in
San Diego.
extras, and base open at first now. And here's the intentional
Robert
walk. They
Suarez.
might be trying to set up the double play with nobody out. Swing and a foul out of play. Nobody out. Both the tying and winning
1-1.
runs on base. That misses
No,
the
that
zone,
that's the ball.
and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike.
Shoot.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
In the air, left field. Happ on his way over, brings it in. Runner tags at second, throw into third, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now, 1 away.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful
That's the
here.
ball.
Just misses there. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. A big run scores on the sac fly, and they've tied it again.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Steer in the box now. Takes strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Big time jam
No
right
ball,
there.
2 strikes.
I hate it as a hitter.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the
Pitching for the
Back
Reds.
now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Scott Barlow.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA.
That's inside.
Looking
That's
to bring
ball.
that down a little bit right here.
Swing and a miss at a slider. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres, Jose Iglesias. Big spot for him here. In the dirt, but kept close, and the runner holds. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. And that is cut on and missed. Strike one.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Line drive, base hit around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. One down. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Moreno makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Luis Arias getting ready to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Chopper right side. McLean throws to first in time. Runner scores, though. That's a little insurance, and the lead is 2. Now new pitcher for the Reds, Andrew Abbott.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
That's hard hit on the line. Steer makes the play, and that is that.
Now pitching for San Diego.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Kevin Kelly.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
That one missed.
No, ball. 3-1.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Tying run at the plate. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
The tying run at the plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that one misses up and in. And it's 1-2.
1-2.
In the air out towards right center. It falls in, and that's a knock. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So they hold the runner at third, wanting to play it safe. Think that comes back to bite him?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Merrill pulls it in on the run. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly, and it's a 1-run game. So they're down to their final out. Stewart, here comes the skipper.
Reaching for San Diego, number 61.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
One strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
A one-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him! And that is the ball game.
Well, when you go on a road trip, you're looking to play 500 or better, and the only way you do that is when you scratch and claw and you grind out. And they did that in this one.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show's Game of the Week is coming your way. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Starting on the mound in this one, Nick Lodolo.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Ready to go now? Now it's the shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. On the ground to third. Zips it to first. One out in the top of the first. Jackson Merrill now at the plate.
Center fielder Jackson Merrill.
Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, but he's in there easily.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ball one there. Tatis matched a homer in his last game. Strike 2. Merrill leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Luis Ariz stands in. Still hitless in the series. Late on that fastball.
No ball, 1 strike.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swing and a ball line to center. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here with my pal Singy. And our pitcher tonight, Shota Imanaga. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
On the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds.
Second baseman, Matt McClain.
Fastball for a strike. Shota, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in Japan. And a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. The shortstop takes a ball. Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Swing and he breaks his bat. And it's foul. Shota went the distance the last time out, throwing a complete game. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Boog, I bet he got some fist bumps from the relief crew after that shutout. I'm sure they appreciated how he gave them the day off.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know, his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
And here is Tyler Stevenson. Next one misses, and the count is 1-1. There's a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That missed by a lot. And the count is 2-2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Swing and a bouncer towards 3rd. And it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating, that's really good pitching right there.
Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it. Back here at Great American Ballpark, 2nd inning set to go. Here's the veteran second baseman, Jose Iglesias. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that is foul. Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here comes Manny Machado. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. On the ground. And that's a fair ball. It's in and out of his glove. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ian Happ up to hit. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Nabs it. Runner tags and goes to third. Here's Elliot Ramos. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
Ball, no strike.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boog from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And there's a foul ball. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level.
And it stays fair. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2. Fires to second too late. Into second with a double, and that was hard hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Hit on the ground to short. De La Cruz. 2 away. So the lineup flips over. Xander Bogaerts, the next up for the Padres. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Encarnacion Strand makes the grab, and that'll do it. 2 runs, 3 hits. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. In now for the Reds, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That catches the outside corner. That's strike 1. Here's a high chopper. On the run, sends it over to first. Pretty nice play there.
Batting 7, left fielder
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Reaching down, makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. Now here is Cooper Bowman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Moreno makes the grab, and that ends the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Lodolo back to work. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game and sometimes from at bat to at bat. Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Tatis with a star scraper. That's career homer number 149. And they add on. It's 4-0.
Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
And the 0-1. And that's outside.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Got him swinging. Jose Iglesias gets a chance to hit now. Singled and scored his first time. Foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. In the air, left field, down the line. Hayes tracks it down for the out. Now Machado up here.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Ranging back.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Andrew Abbott, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Popped up. Encarnacion Strand under this one. Makes the catch. And that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of... And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Stuart Fairchild. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. And another ball.
2 balls. No strike.
And that one clips the corner. Bunting for a hit. Bare hand grab. Throw to first. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the designated hitter for the Reds, Santiago Espinal.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next offering upstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Whoa, they threw that one behind him.
Huh. 1 ball, 2 strike.
Line drive, come on.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Moreno goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Now batting.
Here's Bogarts now. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
2 strike.
To short, could be 2. There's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in Cincinnati, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Elly De La Cruz. They say when. De La Cruz with another scorching run of play lately. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And they have their first base runner since the 1st inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And a swing and a miss.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
De La Cruz gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Next for Cincinnati, TJ Friedl. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Good job to fight that one off.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Bogarts right there to make the grab. And there's 2 down. And now Christian Encarnacion Strand just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. The Padres leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one drilled left field. Raging back towards the wall. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. He circles the bases. His 9th homer of the year, and they're chipping away. It's 4-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. high fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
That's to third. Machado throws to first in time. That is the inning, but not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. Back at the ballpark, and in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. On the ground, right side, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Caught him looking for the K.
Now batting, right
Fernando
fielder,
Tatis
Fernando
Jr. to
Tatis
hit here.
Jr.
He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Arise at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
2 outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Back here at Great American Ballpark, bottom of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Cooper Bowman. And the first offering is not close.
2-0.
Fastball for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Little dribbler up along third, and that's foul. And that is downstairs. And the count's full. Fights it off. He'll see another. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That misses, and that's ball one. 1 out, base is empty. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So digging in, Santiago Espinal. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Next offering is downstairs. High in the air, out to right. Tatis. And makes the play, and that's out number 3.
Pitching for the Reds.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new
Taylor
pitcher, Taylor
Rogers.
Rogers.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
Iglesias, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. That one inside. Look out.
1-1. Hey!
That one down the line, and that's a fair ball.
Up next for the Padres.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Manny Machado.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
And a foul ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Iglesias aboard here at first with nobody out. Liner, and this could be trouble. Coming home. He'll score.
Back-to-back base hits. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. And that's too high.
No strike.
Two balls, no strikes to count.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. Gabriel Moreno, the next up for the Padres. 1 for 2. In there, and it's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Runners at first and second with one gone. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Now batting.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Fought off foul. All loaded up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Roll to short, could be 2. Slings to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now batting. The center fielder.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Up the middle. Nice grab. So 2 runs in the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Shota back to work. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Fly ball down the line. He makes the grab, and there's one down. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. And that misses. And that's ball one.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Ellie falls victim to the K.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Stevenson up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Hauls it in to end the inning.
Pitching for the Reds.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Sam Modo.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Mole in his 5th season, 33 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2013. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Outside. And now it's filled up. Out to short, De La Cruz. Gets it to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Luis Arias will hit next. And there's a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Scott Barlow up and throwing for Terry Francona. Stamont also throwing. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Jumps, throws, on the money. Nice play. So up next, Jose Iglesias. In for a strike, 0-1. Lifted in the air, right field. Fairchild should have this one. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. In now for the Reds, TJ Friedl. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Encarnacion Strand stands in now and watches strike one. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Line to left. 2 away now. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Austin Hayes. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
Popped up right side. Arise has it sized up. Makes the catch, inning over.
Pitching for the Reds.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Josh Staumont.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
And first offering is fouled off. And ball one. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And a 1-2. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Now 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2-2. Half lays off.
2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
And a ground ball to first, and that one finds its way through. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Two outs. And now 1-2. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Friedel sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is that.
Now pitching for San Diego.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Edwin Uceta.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Bowman now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Right side, and that chance handled. Fires over to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Next for Cincinnati, Stuart Fairchild. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. The Reds down by 4 here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out.
Well, it's a nice job with the cutter right there. He didn't exactly catch the corner of the zone, but that's one of those where the late movement probably fooled the umpire a little bit. Those guys do not have an easy job. I thought it was a good take overall, and you know, it's one of those things where you leave it in the umpire's hands, you just don't know what the answer is going to be, and that time he lost.
On the outside corner, and the count even at 1. Broken bat, and it's popped up. Iglesias makes the play, and it's out number So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Reds, Scott Barlow.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Abbott up and throwing for Terry Francona. Not close with that one, and it's a ball and a strike. Way out front for strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
And misses inside. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. And now it's even up. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about that.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman, Matt McLean.
Uceta back to work. There's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Just missed. The Padres leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next offering is down low. That's a walk. Went with another changeup and missed the spot.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
Stevenson at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
So it's their last chance in this one. TJ Friedl getting ready to hit. That's in there. Pitch misses. And 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres have won 4 in a row.
Oh, you can see this team is
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you baseball on a rainy night. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And towing the slab in this one, Andrew Painter. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Jackson Merrill leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground to the left. One up, one down. Next for the Padres, Ha-Sung Kim. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. That's outside. Going to count 1 and 2. That one almost got him. 1 out, bases empty. That one misses, and it's 3 and 2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Castellanos makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting third,
Luis Arise stands in. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. Arise in his 7th season, 27 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Into center and a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So a man aboard. Here's Elliot Ramos. First pitch misses. Hit hard on the ground to short. In time to bone. And that is the inning. Padres leave 1, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. You're watching Padres baseball on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. This is Bryson Stott. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ball popped up. Kim makes the grab. 1 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And strike 2.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Trey Turner at the plate. That one inside. And that is ball 1. Out to short. Zips it across, and they get Turner for the out. And the inning is over. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for
So
San
digging in
Diego,
now
left
for San
fielder,
Diego,
Ian
Ian
Happ.
Happ. Way
plate, ball
inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's ball 2.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if
That's
you
ball
swing
3.
at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
The 3-1. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that pop hand to work on time. Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Michael Tolia, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a pop-up. Castro brings it in for the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. That one at 95, missed up top. Ball 1. On the ground at first, and foul ball. Swings and misses. 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Ramos makes the grab, 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Alec Bohm batting with 1 down, takes a strike. No score here in the 2nd. And now the count is even. On the ground, right side, Cronenworth tosses to first, and there's 2 away. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. That one's in there. Strike 1.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Swings through that one for strike 2. The next pitch misses, and the count is 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Nothing. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Painter back to work. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now, Luis Campusano in the dirt. Cronenworth on at first. Nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the lineup flips over. Up now the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. Checks over to first, back safely. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Top of the third, no score. On the ground. To second, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. That one fouled off. And there's a ball. That's inside. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
JT Real Muto in the box, lays off for ball one.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Nobody out, runner at first, and ball four, 2 aboard.
Base knock, and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
Rodolfo Castro up to bat next, lays off for a ball. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if
he goes down looking.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
And that drops in for a strike. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Half sizing this one up, and that is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Ha-Sung Kim. And a foul ball.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now here is Luis Arias. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Late swing fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's
Ball
a little
one.
high.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
The 0-1. Smoked on the ground a second. They get the force, and he is thrown. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Trey Turner now. First offering, and it just misses.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and it goes just foul. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it, and I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Hat moving under it. And there are 2 down. And here comes Alec Boehm. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Boehm, an all-star a season ago, 28 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Swing and a miss. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the inside edge. And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Castellanos makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Michael Toglia.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
There's a strike.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
To first, and they got him.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Stepping in, Luis Campusano. Slings it across. Back here in Philadelphia, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the right fielder, Nick Castellanos. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Phils, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. That's down and in. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. In the air, center field. Merrill makes the catch for the out. And now it's JT Realmuto. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Machado pulls that one down. And that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Painter back to work. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. It's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
And that one ripped into right. And foul ball. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Safe at second with nobody out. And that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position. Ha-Sung Kim, the next up for the Padres. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
And a big swing and a miss.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right side. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Ariz. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine.
So now it's the full-hole hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Jordan Romano.
Swing and a miss. 0-1. Romano, multi-time All-Star. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a 2-seamer. Late with the swing there. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Tanner Banks getting loose out there. Kirkering warming up as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down. Ian Happ up to hit.
Up next for the Padres, left fielder Ian Happ.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
2 outs. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that is out of play. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Way high.
2-2 the count.
Ariz, the runner at first with 2 gone. Chases in the dirt, slider there. But no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Now batting, third baseman Manny
And now it's Manny
Machado.
Machado, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That one's in there, and that's strike 1. And Manny gets a piece. And the next pitch is way outside. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. In time. Nicely done to get out of the jam. But the RBI single pushes. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Rodolfo Castro. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well.
And it gets by him. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
In the air, right field. Ramos sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's one away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Inside. And the count is 1-1. That one missed. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
That's a really nice play ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Turner, the next to hit, takes high for ball 1. And that one is inside. Just missed.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not
a very surprising intentional walk here from the dugout. That loads the bases.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
Can't find it here. That's 6 straight balls. And that misses as well. Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And now 3-1.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Castro, the runner at third. Turner at second. Schwarber on at first with 2 down. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Line drive, that's a base hit. 1 runs in, the second run scores. It's 2-1.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel good.
Here comes the skipper.
For San Diego, number 56.
That's in for a strike.
Jeremiah Estrada.
That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Hammered on the line, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and they take a 2-run lead. Happ fires it in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99. Sliced hard but foul. 2 on, 2 outs.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. That's inside. In the air, left field, down the line. Brings it in, and that's the inning. 3 runs for him here. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor McGill.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning. You know, these Padres definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
So now 1-2.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
Everything came together for him. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Campusano in the box now. Takes strike 1. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
The other way, fair ball. Here comes Cronenworth around 3rd. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1. Manager out of the dugout.
Now pitching.
1 down, runner at 1st. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. That clips the zone. It's 0-1. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Got him looking. And now 2 gone.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh on the move. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. First pitch, and he just misses. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hauls it in for the out. And now Rodolfo Castro. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Kelly is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom or at the top on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And when it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Stop. In the box with 2 gone. And it takes a look at a called strike. Ball 1 there. He's so consistent that the manager basically could look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
And a ball evens the count.
They know when he comes in, pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That misses the zone. Full count now. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. Now a pop-up on the infield. Castro makes the grab, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
Right fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
50.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there, and the count 1-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
There's the strike. In the air, left field, Kepler brings it in, and that quickly 2 away. Next for the Padres, Ian Happ. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. That's towards center. Marsh on the move. And that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That one in there across the letters.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Cut on and lifted in the air. 1 away. Here's Trey Turner. Right through there for a strike.
That fastball, even though it's up, that's the velocity you want to go after. Low 90s, a lot better than trying to hit the high 90s.
And a base hit. Man at first, Kyle Schwarber, the next to hit. In there for a strike at the top of the zone. This one popped up. Machado hauls it in, 2 away. And now it's Alec Bohm. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-0. Turner off of first with 2 away. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Merrill pulls it down, and that will end the inning.
Pitching for the Phillies.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Matt Strom.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Line drive. That one is gone. Manny Machado leaves the yard. His 16th homer of the year, and they tie it up. It's 3-3.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
Michael Toglia, the next up for the Padres. Just missed. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Movement in the bullpen.
1-1.
Jose Alvarado appears to be getting loose. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
One ball.
It might be time to
Strikes.
choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that's
2 balls,
down and away.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking on the backdoor slider.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this. This one, that was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Line drive, base hit. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
And here is Luis Campusano. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's out.
1 away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Merrill swings through it for strike 1. Ground ball left side, down the line, and it's foul. That one way inside. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires the first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Padres knotted up. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the 9th. And digging in for...
Now pitching for San Diego, number 59.
Just missed.
Joan Duran.
1-0.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
1-1.
And it's fouled off. That one not close. Ball 2.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground to 3rd. Whips it across, and Castellanos is out. Now batting Max Kepler. And that one fouled off. Popped up left side. Machado. He's got it. There's 2 away. JT Real Muto steps in. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
All ones the count.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one missed. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. All set for the start. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Padres. Xander Bogaerts.
And with the runner starting on second, you don't want to do too much here. Just try to stay short, put the ball in play.
Strom back to work. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And now the 0-1. Fastball is outside. Phillies fans want a strikeout. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That one just misses, and that's ball 2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Close one doesn't get the call. 3-2 now. Ball 4, he walked him, and that'll keep the line moving. And the Phillies manager
pitching for the Phillies,
Jose Alvarado on a pitch out of the pen here.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. Now a fly ball to right center. No one can get there. It falls in. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single, and they lead it in the 10th.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Ramos in the box now. No balls and a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Joe Ross, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And that one is lifted in the air. Marsh running hard. Reaching for it and brings it in. Runner tagging and heading for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and it's a 2-run lead in extra innings. Ian Happ, the next up for the Padres. First pitch just misses. Alvarado measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a sinker, a cutter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Just off the outside edge.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And delivers outside. Arise leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and it's 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. In the air on the infield. Boom. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Manny Machado.
And ball 1. 2 runs across in the inning, and here in extra innings. Outside low, and the count now 2-0.
2-0.
And another ball.
Went out.
Next offering is in for a strike. This one in the air. Castro. And makes the grab. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 10th. Here's the third baseman, Rodolfo Castro. Up and in, 1-0.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
Tying run at the plate. Swinging a foul out of play.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved.
Outside corner, got him looking. He can't believe it. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. First offering, and it just misses. And there's a ball. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Popped up. Machado. And there's 2 away. Last chance for the Phillies. And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. First pitch misses. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Way inside, and that hit him. Making a move at first. On the pinch run, Johan Rojas. Turner in the box now. Takes strike 1. Sends it to center, and this should be it. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
Bueno, chicos, mañana más. Os ha dado muy bien.